Rachel asked me, who do you want on the album? And I said, well, there's a few people I never played with, you know? And one of the guys I've never played with, which is my dream to play with, is Gonzalo Rubalcaba, because he's a genius, you know? But we thought about it and we said, well, you know, this whole grant is going to go for him, you know? Because he's a star and, you know, he's the greatest piano player. But we let it go for a minute, and the universe is so beautiful because I got a call by a trumpeter from LA named John DeVersa, who's teaching at UM. He's from LA, but he got the job as the main guy, the jazz department, head of the jazz department. And he said, hey, Sammy, I'm doing my album. Would you care to be part of it? And I said, absolutely. Are you kidding? So it was where the pandemic was, like in the middle of the pandemic. And I didn't ask him who was playing at all. I just went to UM. You know, they have a recording studio there. And Gonzalo is right there. He's actually standing there. And I went, oh my God. And I introduced myself. He gave me a big hug. We started playing. I didn't mention anything to him. It was until we finished the album that he invited me to his birthday party, which I went. And then at the end of the party, I asked him, I said, hey, Gonzalo, you know, I'm doing a little project, you know, and I don't know if you, he said, I'm in. I said, but we haven't, don't worry about it, I'm in. And I said, well, do you think how much, I'm in, don't worry about none of that now. Just know that I'm in. I told Rachel, I said, he's in. He's in. How much? I don't know, but he's in. You know? And sort of that alone in itself, I said, look, if I only had to play with Gonzalo, that would be just it, you know? But then Gonzalo suggested a singer, and he suggested Aimee Viola, who at the time was, you know, very hot, and now she's the hottest. She got Aimee Viola, and then I used a lot of the musicians that I normally use for my Latin jazz band, and we went to Criteria, and that's how the whole evolution of this recording started.